123 jelly beans in that jar. And the first day you go to it, take 1 jelly bean. Second day, double it, take 2. Third day, 4, 6, 8. Carry on, right? How many days do you think when that jar's going to be empty? Well, 10. COVID days. Okay, so, right, smart ass, who said that? What day do you think, if it's 10 days to be empty, what day do you think it will be half full? Oh, some of you already know, yes. So it's actually day 9, yeah? The point is you don't see it coming. Right now, we are just at that, so the curve goes very slowly. It doesn't look like it's going anywhere to begin with, you know, it's like 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, so on, yeah? But then all of a sudden, it collapses, it falls. We are just about there now, yeah? In fact, the only country that isn't, or the only continent that isn't collapsing is Africa.
That doesn't surprise me.
Even, this is out of date, even France is now in blue now, and it's well below replacement rate. Okay? This is why this bloodline is concentrating its efforts in Africa. Right? It's not just concentrating its efforts here because you're all mudbloods. Yeah? They don't care about you. So, doing a little research, I asked if there are any orphanages left in this country. Turns out there aren't any. 0. None. There are no orphanages in America, or Canada, or Australia. Gone. All of them. But we're seeing this story, this narrative coming out now. Yeah? Thousands of children in Ukraine's orphanages. So I did a little research to find out if there are any orphanages in Ukraine. So I found there's over 750 orphanages in Ukraine. Now this list was from 2001, and I found other orphanages, but I couldn't find anywhere else that had a complete list like this. So it has at least 750 orphanages. Okay? Because somebody said about child trafficking.
I wonder the Russia.
Yeah, I don't think it's actually that trafficking.
Yeah. New blood.
Yeah? Ukraine is also the world centre for surrogate births. So people go to Ukraine and get some, so supposedly get a mother to carry their baby for them. Right? So under the cover of this war, right, there's a sub-narrative going on. And that is Ukrainian orphans needing a home in the West. Yeah? Are you hearing that? Well, in this country we're seeing lots of stories like this. Ukraine orphans flown by a football charity to their new lives in the UK. But it's not just the UK. So I've got a little montage of some of the stories around the world.
So what we're seeing, as you just said, is an unprecedented mass exodus out of Ukraine, and it is really unparalleled, at least in its swiftness. So 1.5 million people, including 500,000 children, have left. And Europe's response so far has been remarkably generous and united. So we're seeing, for instance, in neighboring countries like Poland and Romania and Slovakia, that they are admitting every single Ukrainian that reaches their territory. The EU itself, for instance, is now supporting those frontline states with a new directive that says that Ukrainians that reach the EU will be allowed to stay for up to 3 years. They'll have access to services, to work, and their children will be able to go to school. And this is exactly as it should be. It's exactly the vision that international refugee law suggests should be the approach. But at the same time, it is also reinforcing a kind of jarring double standard. And so if we think, for instance, back to the last time that Europe had a major refugee crisis, which was in 2015, when more than 1 million Syrians, mostly Syrians, reached Europe, the response was quite the opposite. It was much more of a closed-door response. Now, there were, of course, very important exceptions, like Germany and Sweden, that had much more of an open-door policy. But the bulk of Europe really responded in a way that we're not seeing